I am Sharice Blackman, the Executive Director of the West Side Community Land Trust, where our mission is to create permanently affordable housing with community-centered development in West Charlotte and beyond. And I just want to welcome each and every one of you to our amazing groundbreaking on today. We are so excited to be sharing in this monumental moment with each of you. First of all, I am elated to stand here with each and every one of you as we break ground for Westside CLT's second and third permanently affordable home ownership units. Can I hear y'all say staying power? Staying power. I am also honored to be celebrating this reclamation of space and place through the preservation of these historic shotgun homes. Can I hear you guys say save history, make history? And ultimately, I am humbled to share this space with such amazing people, partners, organizations, groups, and friends. It truly takes a village to do this work. Can I hear you guys say, we are the village? And so in the grain of our cultures and values, I would like to share this space with the people that are most important, the residents, the individuals, and the groups that make this happen. So we are going to begin by hearing from Jamal Kennard, who is a Lakeview resident. He is the executive director of the Lakeview Neighborhood Alliance, and he is also one of our beloved board members. If you can please welcome Jamal.
I'm honored to be here and honored to witness such a major step in the right direction. Think about what we're about to do on this lot today. This occasion reminds me of a quote by James Baldwin, and he says, I had to vomit up everything that I had been taught about myself and that I had subconsciously internalized before I began to walk this earth as though I truly belong here. So as we take this major step in doing things different, there's a lot of things we have to unlearn as a city. A lot of things we have to unlearn as a people. When we think about affordable housing, we have to begin to think outside the box and unlearn things that we were taught of systemic racism that led us to this point. And we have to relearn how to do things that can move us forward into the future. And it's ironic that we're using these shotgun homes that are a major part of our history, and we're using these shotgun homes as a way to make history now, of looking at ADUs and tiny homes as a way for us to begin to solve this affordable housing crisis here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm ecstatic that you all chose Lakeview to be a part of this. I'm ecstatic to be a part of the Westside Community Land Trust, and I'm very, very thankful to the Harvey Gantt Center, the City of Charlotte, and the Historic Landmarks Commission for allowing us the chance to make history now and allow us a chance to make history now together. We have to continue to organize some more, and organize some more, because the organization got us into this. So the only way for us to get us out and begin to make history now together is to organize even more. So thank you for allowing me here to speak, and I look forward to continuing to make history now together with everyone here. Thank you.
For this development, we have the privilege of being stewards of history by moving and preserving and rehabbing these historic shotgun homes. They are the only two, I believe, remaining relics of African American shotgun homes in this city. These homes survived urban renewal and have since been stewarded for decades by the keeper of African American history, arts, and culture within our community, the Harvey Gantt Center. And Mr. David Taylor, the president of the Harvey Gantt Center, extended the opportunity of historic and cultural stewardship to us, and we are very grateful. He has been the epitome of supportive throughout this entire process, and it has truly been a pleasure to work with him. Please welcome Mr. Taylor.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Sharice. I mean, this truly is an amazing opportunity, and it is about making history and preserving history. You know, we've thought about for almost a decade now as to what we would do with the shotgun houses. How can we really make them, valuable to history? But as Sharice said, they survived urban renewal, and once again, they have survived demolition, quite frankly. And so today, to be a part of this groundbreaking where these houses will once again become homes for people where they can have affordable living is so important, and also being a part of this Lakeview community, which I think is extremely important as well, to building back up our black communities. And this investment, it was easy for us at the Gantt Center to be able to say, let's be a part of this, let's find a navigate way for success. But I really can't say enough about Sharice Blackman and the Westside Community Land Trust for their really vision and their leadership. When we put this out for ideas for people to come forward, the moment Sharice walked into the room, I was so encouraged that we had somebody that I thought could bring this to reality. And this has been going on for, I don't know, almost a year now, I guess, that we've been having this conversation to get here. And we've been at the 11th hour of it almost not happening. And somehow Sharice would find a way to say, hey, let's keep moving forward. Here's a new idea. Here's a way we can make it happen. So she and her entire team have really been amazing. So let's make history. Let's continue to preserve our history. And we're so excited to be a part of this. So thank you all for allowing us to be a part of it. Thank you.
Westside CLT started as a dream that was conceptualized into a model, formalized into an organization, and is now being realized through our work. As an emerging nonprofit, as many of you know, it takes capital and support to tangibly produce the vision that's in our hearts and in our minds. And as we emerged as a resident-led nonprofit organization, we experienced some challenges, but we also received large support from people who seeded this work when it was in seed form. Like funders like Z. Smith Reynolds, the Knight Foundation, United Way, and the Faith Community. This year, we've had other great funders continue to pour into us, like NGAP, Foundations for the Carolinas through their Social Justice Fund, and Crossland Foundation. But it has always been a goal of ours to partner with the city and to have some sustainable support from them. And so I wanted to celebrate today the advocates in the city who helped to make this possible. Victoria Watlington, Councilmember Watlington, who wasn't able to be here today, but who was our advocate in these rooms. As soon as she was elected, she brought us and escorted us into spaces to give us the ability to advocate for ourselves. And I also wanted to thank Pam Whiteman, who was going to be here today. I'm not sure if she's here yet. But Pam Whiteman, who is the Director of Housing and Neighborhood Services through the City of Charlotte, she took us on and began to champion this work. So she welcomed us once Victoria introduced us. And so they invested heavily in this project in the amount of about $119,000 to help us secure this lot, as well as to move the houses. And so if we can just celebrate for a moment the city and that big win. So we know that it takes funds and support from the city and our partners to give us the opportunity, but it takes our amazing real estate development team, our design team, and our amazing project manager, RJ Harvey, to seize the opportunity. And so I wanted to give him some time to share and speak on what will be happening here, but to also introduce our illustrious and amazing design team who is making this possible. They've championed this project and several other projects that they are pushing through, and I am exceedingly grateful. Please welcome RJ.
Thank you, Sharice. To the board, to our panel of guests and the Lakeview Neighborhood Association, I just wanted to say thank you. I've been in this industry for about 25 years, and rarely do you have the opportunity to work on something as special as this, and to work with such a group of dedicated professionals, folks who actually understand this work and fight for this work, and put forth the best effort to make sure that our legacy will be left and that everything will be done in a memorable way, and also in a way that will last on well beyond us. The Shotgun House was actually my first project here. As Mr. Taylor said, it's been almost a year now with all of this coming together. And what's going to happen is we're going to take the two houses that are currently at Little Rock AME, and we're going to move those two houses, each of them being about 650 square feet or so, and we're going to relocate them from there to their new home here. These two houses, of course, will be completely brand new, with a nod to, of course, their past but they will be eco-friendly, have all new HVAC, plumbing, and electrical, and finishes, but also finishes that were chosen with our communities in mind. And those folks, of course, that have worked with me and Sharice, and of course that makes our job easier. There is Quinn Gwynn, who fought, of course, to make sure that there was representation of our cultural meaning in past and present. There's Milton Brown of GTB Construction. There's also Robert Comery, who could not be with us today, who worked with us on the site plans and, of course, to get us to all the documents that we need for construction and approval. And I just want to thank all of them and give them the opportunity, if you wanted to speak, to say something.
I just want to share how important, when it relates to space and land and identity and the built environment, how important reclamation opportunities like this is for everyone, but even just also the cultural significance of all of this. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to be a part of the team and amplify this work. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Milton Brown, owner of GTB Construction. I'm just honored to be a part of such a great organization, program. When I first met Sharice, she don't know, when we talked on the phone, I was sold. I was excited to be a part of such a great opportunity. I'm looking forward to the groundbreaking here and moving some dirt around and rebuilding the shotgun homes like RJ mentioned. I'm just really honored to be a part of this program. I'm so excited for 2021 as well. Thank you.
As our renovation plan has developed, new opportunities for partnerships have emerged. Rebuilding Together of Greater Charlotte is currently serving the Lakeview community by supporting local homeowners with critical repairs and renovations, and they are also helping to supplement our costs and our budget for the historic shotgun home renovation by supporting us. So please welcome Beth Morrison, the Executive Director of Rebuilding Together of Greater Charlotte.
Hi, thank you all. I'm so happy to be here today and be a part of this. Such an amazing, when I first heard of what a community land trust is, I thought that is what our community really needs more of. So our organization has selected the Lakeview neighborhood to bring our Building a Healthy Neighborhood program, and we'll be doing several critical home repairs. So, meeting with Sharice and hearing about the opportunity to also partner on creating and preserving permanently affordable housing was a great opportunity for us to be a part of. So we're just glad to be a part of this, to bring some extra funding to the project and some volunteers along the way. So thank you.
So I'm going to turn the remaining portion of this event over to our newly hired and so very appreciated Director of Community Outreach, Sharika Comfort. But before I do that, I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for trusting me with this work. So some people ask, why do you work so hard? And really it's for the people, and more specifically my people. And so I just want to thank my people for welcoming me into their communities, into their lives, and for trusting me to champion this work alongside them. So I thank each and every one of you. And that's the perfect segue to turn over this portion, which will be for community residents to share, because that's ultimately why we are here and why we do what we do, to Sharika Comfort. Please welcome her.
Good afternoon. Thank you all just for joining. Like Sharice said, I'm Sharika Comfort, the new Director of Community Outreach. I don't want to take up too much space. One of the things that I love about the Land Trust and the Land Trust model is exactly what Sharice said. It's an opportunity to develop something in the community, with the community, for the community. And I love just all the Black excellence this afternoon, down to Black design team. We have a Black-owned business. Please grab some apple cider coffee. I hear it's amazing. I'm going to try some as well. And ready to just get on the ground, engage with the community, figure out the needs. The great philosopher Sean Carter, some of you may know him as Jay-Z, said, until you own your own, you can't be free. And that is what I really love and believe in about the Land Trust, is like really bridging the equity gap here in Charlotte by promoting ownership amongst our most underserviced population. So I'm excited to engage with the community, and most excited even now to hear from the community. So open the floor to any residents who would like to speak.
My name is Leandra Garrett. I am a resident here. I have been since 2016. I was able to get a habitat home here. I'm an advocate here in Charlotte. I'm an organizer. I not only advocate for the voices here in Lakeview that are always unheard sometimes. I advocate for my houseless neighbors here, for my houseless neighbors downtown, for people that are incarcerated and formerly incarcerated, because I myself am formerly incarcerated. And so I just want to tell Sharice that this is very exciting. I'm excited about the work that she's doing and have been able to really get to know what Charlotte Land Trust was about. 95% of our residents here are renters. And as we know, as of December the 31st, if the moratorium is not extended, we have a lot of residents that may become homeless. So I'll start my door knocks Monday, letting residents know that I partner with, and I will be partnering with a lot of people standing out here for neighbors in their community that may become houseless, getting funds from an organization that I work voting events for with my friend and my dear sister Tiffany Fant, and so many others, to be able to give up to $1,000 rental assistance, not only to residents here, but residents in other communities. And so I just want to say thank you all for having me here. I'll continue to be the voice. I'm not always a fan favorite because I always make people uncomfortable in their seats, but I think our residents now need less talking and more action, and this is a great action that's coming here. And so I'm going to get more education out to them about Charlotte Land Trust and what they have to offer, so that they know that they don't have to be renting forever, because we do know that gentrification is coming down the pipeline to Lakeview. And so I also fight for that, and I'm going to keep as many residents here as I can in this community.
How you all doing? I'm Tiffany Fant. I wasn't going to speak because I'm not a resident of Lakeview, but I am in the historic West End, Westside all day, every day, so I might as well speak. Westside. I am excited for Sharice because she is a friend as well in the work that she's doing. And I know that she's also going to be coming to the West End to share some of this love. And so I'm excited about that and what we're doing to preserve history and culture, but also look into our future. And how we can maintain our communities. People feel there isn't an answer to gentrification, but I feel there is. And with education, a little collaboration and work, that we can build communities, healthy, sustainable communities, that we can all thrive and live in. And I'm excited about what rebuilding Charlotte is, and I would definitely be speaking with you to see what the work we can be doing over in historic West End as well, so we can keep the momentum going. So grateful for you all. Thank you. And my mom said her grandmother used to live in a shotgun house. So it's like the history really runs deep, and we are Charlotte natives. So the history and preservation here really runs deep. So thank you all. And hopefully working with, as Leandra said, working with some of you all as well for the historic West End. Appreciate you.
Thank you all so much. I did want to just plug, in top of 2021, we are planning to launch those homebuyer education courses. So we want to get as many eligible residents signed up as possible, so that we can make affordable housing, permanently affordable housing, a reality for more individuals. I'm going to turn the mic back over to Sharice, and she has some announcements and individuals to bring up.
So I know I said I was turning over the presentation, but I'm coming right back because we just had our guest from the city to arrive, Pamela Weidman, and so we are so grateful for the city's support, and I wanted to allow her an opportunity to speak. But before we bring her up, I also wanted to share Leandra is a long-term Lakeview resident, but also a Charlotte native, and Tiffany Fant has a history of advocating for justice for those that were impacted by urban renewal. And so I know that we have some media here that was interested in covering that. So I just wanted to make that plug as well, because she is very passionate about it. And so I'm going to turn the floor over now to Pam Weidman to share about the city's support. Please welcome her.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let me just say thank you to Sharice and to the Westside Land Trust for bringing what has long been talked about and a vision to reality. This is really a full circle moment. It supports that the work that the Mayor Lyles and the City Council continues to do on a daily basis in terms of increasing affordability in our community. It also focuses on, you all remember, and many of you all were engaged in what's called Housing Charlotte. It's a framework, and that framework is built on 3 pillars. It talks about how we'll use our housing investment. And so those 3 pillars are building new construction, it's preserving existing construction, and it's creating family self-sufficiency. And so the work through the land trust and what will be done here really holds up and embraces 2 of those pillars in terms of preservation and creating family self-sufficiency by providing home ownership opportunities. And so we're really, really proud that not only will it expand housing affordability in this community, but also it will make way for some brand new affordable housing that will occur in Uptown Charlotte. And we all know how significant that is as well. So while I've thanked Sharice and the partners of the Westside Land Trust, I'd be remiss if I didn't give a great shout out to Ricky Hall, who's a part of that, the Gastons who are a part of that. Also, that's right, clap there, that's important. And I know if I start calling names, I'm gonna miss some people, so just charge it to my head and not my heart. I also would be remiss if I didn't thank the Gantt Center and Mr. Taylor for their participation. Yes, give that deserves a hand clap as well for making this happen. And I think what you see here is that partnerships are important. Partnerships are what Charlotte is good at. And so this is just a great day. And thank you for allowing me to just have a portion of this time to speak and to congratulate you. Thank you so very much.
People, yeah, for the country.